to kind of preach on that topic.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm very concerned about it because I see the conflicts, and I sense the conflicts, and the media is worst at this. So we need to take a long breath and re-examine who we are and why systems emerge. That's what the Democrats and Republicans both, because I don't think either group was aware of the reason for the results of the election. And all during the election, I was on Facebook warning people about the fact that we're seeing extremity, ego involvement, high levels of partisanship in both parties. And they are dangerous when they get out of bounds. And they're out of bounds. And we have ourselves to blame. So what we're doing now is writing a new political system based on our seventh code of functionality that has the capacity to assist people to deal with the question, what needs to be done?
Mm-hmm.
Not who can do what, which party, are you liberal, conservative? I could care less. I want to know what needs to be done. And we have a barcode method where we analyze the properties of a problem, which tell us what needs to be done. And so we pick from left to right, we pick from the spiral codes, whatever is there to fit that. And therefore, when we solve that problem, our next one appears. So it's a whole different dispensation of thinking about leadership that I personally have been researching for many years, and working with Nelson Mandela gave me the first real opportunity. And if you saw the movie Invictus about the Springbok rugby team and the victory in the World Cup in 1995, you saw the results of my work, because Mr. Mandela needed a nation building euphoria. He needed to bring together black, white, English speaking, Afrikaans speaking, the whole lot. And rugby became a unifying. So the need for superordinate goals before we launch into the kinds of partisanship. The best study of this is called the Robbers Cave Experiment by Mustafa Sheriff at Oklahoma, in which he documented how groups form, why groups fight, but then what to do. How do you move beyond the intergroup conflict stage? Doing what? And so we have for years. That's why a guy from Purcell, Oklahoma, ended up meeting Mandela. It wasn't because I'm from Texas for sure, but he's a bright man. He is as non-racist as any man I've ever met. And so there's a lot of people who need to look at Mandela again as a model. So we are producing, as Grays would say, in the crisis, because when the crisis comes, that's when solutions appear. Cometh the time, cometh the thinking. So let's look at these days, not as foreboding, evil, threatening. Let's look at these as opportunities to learn from them in order to craft what our future can be for all of us. So no more prizes for forecasting the rain, only prizes for building the ark.
Wonderful, wonderful.